Because I didn't advertise this one. I didn't bother advertising this one because I advertised yesterday's, and then Storm Christoph happened, and Storm Christoph is just blowing out all over the place at the moment. Actually, I went to a shop today to try and get some food. Well, no problem. I got some food. It was great. It was coolio. But the car park was under about 1.5 foot of water. I was wearing really tall boots and it nearly came over the top. So that was crazy. I was shopping, and all the time I was shopping, I was sort of praying that my car would start again because it was pretty well soaked in water, which is the last thing you want, really. But there we go. Shopping was got, shopping was had. 2 people here, and one of them is Deborah. Hello to you, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. Well, I say thank you for joining us. There's only me at the moment and my little cat who is down there. And it's Janie too. Hi, Janie. Well, how nice to see you this evening. Well, this is great. You know, you never know if people are going to come in, but they always do. I'm getting used to it now. They always do in the end. Yeah, so just mad weather. I was just talking about Storm Christoph. It's just absolutely, it's raining so much at the moment. Afternoon, Melanie. Hi to you. So it's inauguration day. It's finally happened. I've been waiting for this for a long time because lots of the American channels I watch will tell you how many days there is until inauguration day and until things change. So we're actually here, and big changes for the States. And why am I bothered about that in UK? Well, it makes a difference. It really does make a difference all around the world, what's going on in the States, you know. The world's oldest democracy, for one thing, and just a very big player on the world stage. So I've been watching with interest, and I'm not too unhappy with what's happened, I must say. Deborah, I have an interview next week. Can you tell me if it will be successful? I'm so nervous. Well, Deborah, I'm going to pull a card for you, okay? I'm going to pull a card for you. And this is going to tell you the best thing to focus on to make it as successful as you can, Deborah, okay? I don't really want to do yes or no, because if it comes up no, that's going to make you super nervous, isn't it? I don't think it's a no, though. I think it's a yes. The feeling I get, I'll try and be tuned into spirit guides here as I work. The feeling I get, Deborah, is that, the whole process is an easier thing than you think. I believe it's going to go well. I believe you. If you don't get this job, it'll only be because they offer you another job, something like that, okay? But I actually feel affirmative. I feel positive. I think it's going to work. And so I'm pulling you an angel card. Cassiel, stillness, okay? And this is really kind of the best thing you could do, Deborah. Just be still. Just stop worrying about it, okay? Because what's happening, I'm seeing your life more than I'm seeing, the job that you're talking about, the interview that you're talking about. And what I'm seeing in this card is, just be still, just kind of embrace the stillness, because you're more concerned about it, Deborah, than you need to be, okay? Just take it easy. Now, I have actually got a feeling that, the interview's going to go well. It's around a job, I believe, and what's going to actually happen is maybe not that job, but another job with the same firm. That's really what I feel, okay? So, Deborah, I really hope that helps you. I don't want to get into yeses or nos because I really feel it's not that kind of a question, but it's a positive outcome. That's what we're looking at here. And the gang are appearing. Hi, Jess. Nice to see Jessica Waddingham. See you very soon, Janie. Yeah, good time for walking your dogs, actually. In fact, if it's not raining with you now, then I would seize that moment to walk your dogs. I really would. Kasana, hi to you. And Raven. Raven is here. Nice to see you. And Anna, if possible, I would like to know love life in the next 3 months. I'm single. Oh, I know the feeling. I'm single, so I've been single for a long time, actually. Okay. What I'm going to do is use my pendulum, and I still haven't undone the knot in here, okay? I really wish I'd undone this knot in the last week. I feel really bad. I could have undone this knot last night when I couldn't get online, but there we go, I left it. But yeah, Anna, next 3 months, okay. So in the next 1 month, is Anna going to find love? That's very positive. This pendulum does a circle for yes and a left to right for no. Now, you were talking about in the next 3 months. This is saying in the next 1 month, okay? I was going to ask for month 1, month 2, month 3. This is giving me a yes for 1 month, okay? So I'm going to say thank you to my guide who is working the pendulum. And that's just, you did ask about 3 months. Let's just say, is this still a thing after 3 months, please? We're getting circles again. This looks good, Anna. This looks really good for you. You know, that's a yes to it. And I really was going to go with asking for 1 month after another, but it gave us a yes there on month number 1. Okay. Let me do you a card as well, Anna. What we're going to do? Kyle Gray. Let me do you a Kyle Gray card, Anna. Okay, this is from Keepers of the Light. Just to tell you a little bit more about that, okay? It's very simple yes or no you get from a pendulum, but I want to try and tell you as much as I can, if possible, because kind of that's the way my guides work, and I'm lucky to work with angels. More than anything, I'm lucky to know that I work with angels, because everybody works with angels, okay? I'm not kind of trying to be smart and say that, you know, oh, I work with angels, no one else does. We all of us work with angels. I'm lucky enough to know that I do. And angels always want to help. They always want to channel that help out. They always want to kind of give you as much as they can. They're very giving creatures, our angels. So, card for you to go with that, Anna. Kuan Yin, care and compassion. And this is the way to go with it. Lady Star Soul. Oh, no, I'm just actually with another Anna at the moment, Lady Star Soul. So excuse me giving this card to Anna. This is for her. You can take it too if it means something for you. Okay, but Anna, Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Okay, Anna, that is going to be very significant in the way forward with love for you over the next 3 months. I'm really sure of it. I just saw one of your messages got deleted there. YouTube's weird like that. It takes things the wrong way, you know. I once said to someone live that something bad had happened. I said that must have been very hard on you. And because it had the word hard and the word on next to each other, it got banned because that's kind of a rude thing. So that's just the craziness of YouTube. But Anna, yeah, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. Now, I know you're not a selfish person, Anna, not at all, but really kind of taking the whole spectrum of what's going on around you as you go forward with this, okay? Yeah, Cassandra, it is quite funny, isn't it? Yeah, I must admit it is. And some of the things that get banned are just insane. Good evening to you, Debbie. I'm really glad you shared the link. Thank you, Debbie. I think I might have jinxed it last night by advertising it. And I didn't want to advertise tonight because Storm Christoph is still battering us in UK here. So badly. I went shopping today and I had to park my car in, it was like a pond, you know, the water was right up to the engine. I'm surprised the engine didn't crack in the water actually. And I'm delighted to have got home from that because Storm Christoph is lashing it. But last night the internet wouldn't work. Tonight it will so far. Fingers crossed that it's going to keep on working. Filthy fingers crossed because it's fire lighting season. Isn't that always the case? Jennifer, hello to you. Nice to see people are coming in now. This is great. Yeah. Keepers of the Light, Jennifer. This is very much where it's at. Lady Star Soul, Ana Gomez. I'm from Portugal. Does my ex Eugenio Silva miss you? Is he going to communicate me soon? Let's use the pendulum on that, okay? There are actually 2 people with the name Da Silva who are on this channel. So now you're the 3rd person with Silva in the name. Okay, let me just focus on that one again. Does my ex Eugenio Silva miss me? Okay, for Ana Gomez. All right, don't worry about this. This is just the string twirling because I picked it up kind of weird. There we go. Now it's starting to do its thing. Right. Okay, it's mostly back and forth, which is a no, but it is moving round slightly. So he misses you, okay, Anna, he misses you, but he hasn't really, it hasn't sunk in, you know. There needs to be more time before he really realizes how what a mistake it was to let go of you, put it that way. Let me just come back, because there was two parts to that question, and I think we're going to find something better. Is he going to communicate to you soon? I think it's going to be a little while, okay? Let me just see. So, let me see. So will this be... this thing's not very good at standing still. There we go. It's a beautiful pendulum. It's very good at everything, really. I mustn't criticize it because it's so good. Okay. Well, what I've asked there, Anna, is he going to communicate by spring? And we've got it doing circles here. This is good news, okay? So, yes, by spring. But I wouldn't expect anything in just the next month or so, Anna. It's a little while yet. Basically, people make these moves. People come out of relationships. And it takes time to sink in kind of exactly what it means, you know, how much that person meant to you. You'd think you'd know straight away, wouldn't you? But it takes time. That really is, that's the way it goes. Now let me, I've totally dropped the pendulum so badly, I'm going to have to dismantle everything to get it back again. Right, okay. Well, I guess in that case, it's time to work with pendulum number 2, so that's what I'll do for the next question. You're very, very welcome, Lady Star Soul. Very welcome. Just, you know, try not to worry about it, okay? Because, it's just a matter of time, and when there's been a breakup, we do want things to mend as quickly as possible, really. You know, it's very hard not knowing, it's very hard waiting, but just give it some time, okay, because it's sinking in all the time. But yeah, the answer there was by spring we got a yes, and then the pendulum rolled under the table, so I don't know what to read into that, but it looks good if you give it time, man, and that's the bottom line. Hi to you, Salma. Nice to see you this evening. Melanie, no, my roof's still got a hole in it. No, it's just people keep taking one look at it. There are now 2 people who've offered to come back when it stops raining, you know, but they actually wouldn't get out at the moment, even just in a car. It's really hard. I've left my car at the top of the lane, so, you know, there's just no access in this place at the moment. But Storm Christoph will pass, and then things will improve. Things are absolutely bound to. Okay, so if anybody would actually... Oh, here we go. Just looking for someone. I haven't done a card for it. Jessica, if you have time, could I get some guidance on what could help my moods? Blessings to you. Okay, blessings to you. Jess? We've talked about tourmaline before, Jess, you and me, and I believe you've got quite a big tourmaline, am I right? Sure, it was you. We were talking about sort of dreams and things getting intense, and I recommended tourmaline, and you've already got some. But that's what really needs to happen, Jess. You know, it's that calming influence of tourmaline, because you see, your moods aren't pointless. That's the thing. There's nothing pointless about your moods. These are things that you need to be taken seriously and taken into consideration, and they mean a lot. So that you know, they become kind of difficult. You have a tourmaline bracelet and some in a bag by your bed. Now, great. I keep some by my bed as well. Tourmaline, also amethyst, which is... You know, to me, amethyst is underpriced for what it is. It's quite a cheap stone to get hold of amethyst, but amethyst, yeah, that's going to calm things down, and it's also going to deepen your understanding of what's actually going on, Jess, because one of the reasons that your moods are the way they are is that this is important stuff, and you know it's important stuff at a soul level, so it's very hard for you to know, you know, it's very hard for you to just look outside it and just to know that you can just leave it all and forget it all. You can't, because it's important stuff, okay? But what needs to happen is just calming, Jess. I have a feeling that when you were a child, either a parent or someone very close, could have been a teacher actually, was very insistent on you getting things right and was quite bad-tempered, and you would almost have had to structure your sentences, Jess, to actually get this person to accept whatever you were saying. You're out of that situation now, though. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. That's right. This is it. This, you see, is kind of, it winds the whole system up of a person, and it affects them sometimes for the rest of their life. So sort of, try and move beyond that, Jess. Okay, but yeah, work with amethyst, work with tourmaline, and also, breathing exercises are really great, and meditation is a fantastic thing as well. I know you know about all those things, but the deeper you can go with your deep breathing, the more it's going to help. I did a quit smoking meditation last night, and I've done so many guided meditations in my life. I'm afraid it just didn't work. I've hardly smoked at all today, but I have smoked. And meditation, sometimes the more you do it, the less effective it can become. But really try and kind of renew that relationship that you have with meditation, Jess, okay? Because that is really going to bring things into perspective. Yeah, and that way you'll actually get the moods into perspective, because they're not pointless moods, they're not useless moods, they're just kind of going a little bit further than is going to help you. So you just bring them back a bit. It's going to be great. Tourmaline is great for that. And amethyst really breathes healing into it. Kasana, moods are like energies trying to distract you from being happy. Yes, and it is tough. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Hello, Salma. Right, we will do you a question soon, okay? But I'm just going to go back and see what Raven asked for. Hello, Adrienne, by the way, and we will come to you, and you as well, Debbie. But I'm just going to go to Raven. I can't find. Here we go. If you have time, Andy, would like to know, when I will have relief from anxiety? Also, with my van making odd noise. Will it be an easy fix? Right. I've got the other one. Yes, here we go. Right, no offence, amethyst pendulum, but I'm using this one. My main pendulum is rolled under the table, guys, so I'm kind of training this new pendulum. I haven't had this one very long. Might not give me the clearest answers in the world. Okay. That's good. Okay, gave me a nice clear yes, but it's not giving me a no yet. I'm just training the pendulum. That's not the answer to the question. Not even Mercury retrograde yet. No, but it's coming. It's coming up. I think it's on the 28th, which isn't that long now. Yeah, do try tourmaline, Raven. Actually, I think that applies to you too. It's a great thing in relieving anxiety. It takes down the intensity of things that bother us. That's why it's so good for dreaming, and also the black colour of tourmaline. And actually, there are different colours of tourmaline, but black is the colour of breaking. As the pagan people would say, it's breaking hexes, and really and truly, it's a colour that breaks unhelpful links to unhelpful energies, like spiritual teachers who breathe down your neck too much. I once had a spiritual teacher who just was sure that I wasn't as good as her, and when I started getting work in the local area, she put it about that I was no good and tried to get these other people to stop working with me, which didn't work because I was already out there doing my thing. But I really needed to break the spiritual bond from her. I'd learned as much from her as I could. Now, it can also break down destructive bonds in all kinds of relationships where it's not always the man, but very often the man is overbearing and kind of everything has to be, it's my way or the highway with the man. The colour black can break you out of all those things. And so it breaks the links, Raven, with things that might worry you. So yeah, tourmaline is a good one to go with. But let's do the question about the van. Okay. Right, it's something to do with the yeah, do add tourmaline, Raven. It's a real good one to have. It really is. Okay. Now then, I know you're not in Britain, okay? My guides are telling me there's something on the driver's side, but that's the driver's side to me is the passenger side. Right, okay. So it's on the passenger side. Whatever's causing this noise in your van is on the passenger side, Raven. It does need to be looked at. I don't think it's anything where you could kind of take the wheel off and look and just see it yourself. But it's something to do with one of the wheels on the passenger side. Sorry, I keep saying drivers because the way I see your van. That would be where the steering wheel was on a British car. Okay. But yeah, I believe it's the front wheel on that side, and it's something to do with the running gear that actually makes that, makes that wheel turn. Because that is one it's a front wheel drive, yeah. So it's kind of actually driving from the engine on that wheel. I don't want to get too mechanical now, because I'm no car mechanic. I'm really not. I've never been able to fix cars. Let's just do a pendulum on that, okay? Am I right about it being the passenger side on Raven's van, front wheel? Haven't used this one very much. It's quite slow to respond, but it is doing circles. It is doing circles. Yeah, so that's the one. Okay. And right, you're going to need it looked at, Raven. I don't think it's going to be expensive, okay? It's going to be, I mean, in the long run, there's going to need to be some expensive work done. I think it's a drive shaft or something like that. And they're not cheap because there's a lot of dismantling to get it all put in and put right. But it can be patched up, okay? If you know someone who does these things cheap, a good mechanic who doesn't like run a garage and a big business and isn't going to charge you a massive call out fee or anything. Someone who'll patch it up for you. You'll be able to keep going for a good while longer, okay? But the truth is, it's nothing really to worry about. It's not going to drag you to a halt. It's not going to be the end of the world in terms of what you use that van for, Raven. So, hope that's helping you. Okay, let us keep on moving now then. So after Raven, hello Kathy, I will come to you, okay? I will come to you. Kathy Miller-Stewart, thank you for joining us. Right, let me just keep on scrolling. Who did I say after Raven? Can't remember who I said was next now. I'm hopeless for working to lists, you see. Right, do hit that like button, by the way. Okay. Right, I just know I've missed someone. You'll have to remind me. Right now, I'm going to go to Salma. Okay, Salma Nassaf. If I can have a question to be answered, it's that, is my dog just detoxing and she will be fine? Excuse me, and she will be fine. Or is she sick and I should do something about it? Right, it's a bit of both, Salma. Okay, let me just look at that question again. She will be fine, right? It's not a really big sickness, but yeah, do something about it. She's getting hold of something to eat, Salma. And it's not that you would let her eat this thing, but she's finding a way of getting something to either eat or drink that's not doing her any good. I think it's more like something to eat. There's something in the water that she's, not the water you give her, that's all coolio, but she's drinking water somewhere, something she drinks that's not doing her any good. And it's just one of those things that dogs can't handle that people can. And so that's in there and that's in the mix. So, I mean, yes, kind of get something done, but not in a big, expensive way. Quite possibly from the street, Salma. what I'm being shown is the room where you usually are with her, and she's outside of that room. Whether it's outside the home, I don't know, but it's something she does when you're not watching, you know. And it's one of those things where if only they could talk, you could talk about it. Welcome back, Janie. Thank you so much for joining us again. It started raining mightily here. Yeah, it could very well be that, actually. Oh, hello, Nicola. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Nicola, a great supporter of the channel, actually. Yeah, oh dear, right. I think that could be it. It's either that or some, you know, they're just dogs and cats, all kinds of animals. They're just not all that discerning about what they drink, are they? You know, my cats are weird like that. I always give them fresh water. They always leave it, and then they go outside and drink out of a puddle. You're very welcome, Salma. You really are. And thanks so much. So where are we going? Where are we going? Hello, Patty. Nice to see you. Rose Daniels. Okay. Autumn Gypsy, hello, right. Hello to you in Maine. Great stuff, great stuff. People joining from all over the world. This is what we like. Now, I believe I was coming to Adrienne next. Okay. I'm really hopeless at sticking to lists. Just reading this by Jess. I think situations like this, of course, subconscious anxieties and inability to control. Yeah, more meditation. That's the way, Jess. That really is. Okay, now I believe I said I was going to come to Adrienne next, but I can't find Adrienne's question now. Oh, I'd love a card. Okay, let's just do a card. Very wise, you know. I understand why people want to ask questions, and I'm happy always to try and answer questions. You know, that's the sort of part of the job that psychics do, and I'm very glad to do it. I'm dropping stuff all over the floor tonight, though. But yeah, there's a lot of wisdom in just asking for a card, just, you know, seeing what comes up. Because quite often, the answer you get to a card will just be, oh yeah, Aunt Debbie, sure, yeah. But yeah, quite often, you know, the answer to a card will tell you something that you needed to know to change whatever the situation was that you were asking about in the first place. So, quite handy. So, Adrienne, I'm going to do you a Moonology card, okay? I've not had the Moonology cards out of the box much yet. Do this time. Yeah. Great stuff, Salma. Great. Okay, so Adrienne, a card for Adrienne. So, I've got to do two for you, Adrienne. These two just come together. Okay, and I did a wash on this deck the other day because I use this deck quite a lot, actually. And I haven't used it since I did the wash. So I know they're not just stuck together by static. They're stuck together by spirit. Adrienne, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Now, we were actually talking about something around business with you, weren't we, Adrienne? This is actually, you know, this is that. This is, you know, the balance is coming. Things are on the move with this. I'm being told very strongly not to say that they're physically on the move because, you know, time is just going to take as long as it takes because of everything going on with the world situation. But travel is going to be possible this year. Next year is going to be different to this year because of it. Okay. It is actually a new romantic cycle. It is actually beginning, and the energy of it here is new moon in Libra. Okay, so new moon, that's telling us straight away, actually, the idea of new moon. There's not much energy there yet, but it's always, when there's a new moon, it's always going to turn into a full moon. So the potential is massive. The potential of each new moon is essentially a full moon. And the second card, which I didn't look at until I started on that last sentence, is surrender to the divine, and it's full moon. Okay, so Adrienne, that romantic thing, that's what this is all about here. The cycle is on. Business is status quo for the moment. My interest is in Libra, Virgo, cusp. Right, there you go. Okay, so he's on the cusp, very much the way kind of a new moon is neither one thing or the other. So that's adding up a lot there. But look, second card, Adrienne, full moon, really. Surrender to the divine. In my screen, it looks like something to drink. I just had to check back to make sure it said that for real. But yeah, surrender to the divine and new moon in Libra for you, Adrienne. Okay, so Debbie Schmo. I was just watching a video about an amazing flea market, actually, that's going on in Florida. Just can't remember where it is at the moment. I think they said Melbourne. I think. There's an amazing flea market in Melbourne, anyway. That's the bottom line, Debbie. But yes, I'm now onto a card for Debbie, right? I'm going to do you two as well. That's just the way it's come. Okay, right. First card out for you, Debbie Schmoll. Holy schmoly, this is for you. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So this moon isn't in one sign or another in particular. Hi to you, Kathy, in Quebec and Vermont. Right, really nice to be in touch, yeah, because Vermont is kind of quite high up there towards the north, isn't it? Right, wow. Okay, so Debbie, take time to breathe out. Okay, now then, this is that old kind of very important old spiritual saying. It's been around a long time now for really good reasons. You've got to breathe in as well as out. You've got to breathe out as well as in. You're putting a lot of effort into something, Debbie, and it's not a selfish thing at all. It is a lot to do with you, but it's something where you want to reach out to other people, Debbie, and you're putting a lot of effort into it. Take some time for yourself, and that also, you know, I think at the moment, if you get any extra time for yourself, you want to use it on this project, and you're into this for the best reasons, and it's a good project. It really is, Debbie. But take some time for you and just like right away from the project. Just don't worry about it, okay? Because the energies you're putting in, as I look at this card, I see the moon is a snowball there, and things are actually going to snowball for you. So take time to breathe out is the first card. Card number 2 for Debbie, a time to give rather than take, and this is new moon in Virgo. Okay, so this is the other side of that disseminating moon. This is really it. This is about the sign of Virgo. So this is really about getting it right, okay? And it really does. It goes with the idea of take time to breathe out. If I put them both together there, take time to breathe out, a time to give rather than take. Both those things are crucial, really, okay? They go together. But this isn't because you're being selfish at all, because everything you're putting your time and effort into at the moment is going to help other people in the long run. It will help those other people in the long run, Debbie. Don't worry about it. So give to yourself rather than take from yourself, okay? That's the message there for Debbie. So thank you for joining us. Stay with us, Debbie. I'm sure it's going to be a fab night. I can feel it. There's a nice sort of flow to the way things are this evening. Let's do some scrolling. Okay, Kathy Miller-Stewart, I took your guide's advice about my housing to become more informed, and it's helping. I'm really glad to hear that, Kathy. I'm absolutely delighted to hear that, you know. Yes, Adrienne, it is in the hands of spirit, most certainly. Mango syrup, I would love a card. Well, I've promised cards to people, and I'm going up and down in case I've missed someone. Hello to you, Kate. Really glad you could join us. Good morning, everyone. Ha ha ha. And it's only 9:05 at night here. And it's like the afternoon in Florida. And I suppose it's the afternoon everywhere in the States and Canada at the moment, actually. But early afternoon or late afternoon. Okay. Right. If I've missed anyone, you'll just have to, you know, come back and remind me. But Rosa, do you see me getting a house this year? Right. Okay. I think that's a pendulum job to start with. I'm still training this pendulum, okay? The collective energy, yeah, it is very strong, actually, the collective energy. I can really feel it, Kasana. And, you know, this is an important time. The fact that this day is inauguration day, there's something auspicious cosmically about this day, you know, there really is. And I'm not saying that's because of the inauguration, it's almost the other way around. But there is something very cosmically significant about a day like this, Kasana. There really is. But Rosa and her house. I'm still training this pendulum. Let's see what happens. What does that mean? It zigzagged and then it went round and round. Okay, Rosa. So the answer is it's not like a direct, easy path kind of yes. I can't find your question now, but it's not a direct, easy path yet. Okay, it's going to actually take time for this to manifest. That's the bottom line, Rosa. So this year, yes, but not really soon. Okay, it's just. I believe, Rosa, you've got a house in mind that you'd really like it to be. Now, it can be that house, but you've got to give lots of time. That isn't ready to happen yet, Rosa, okay? But the universe is aware that you have this problem. The universe is aware that you have this need and this concern to get it sorted out, okay? So relax as much as you can, Rosa. Let me do a card for you as well, just to see where the land lies with this one. Okay, right, it's this one. For you, Rosa, about your house, about your home, Archangel Azrael, and it's surrender. And there's a dove there flying up amidst a lot of chaos, bringing a lot of light with it. And actually, although there's chaos there, it's very positive kind of chaos, okay, Rosa? And what you're going to need to do is just let things happen, okay? Don't try and control things too much. Give it time, okay? But it was a ziggy-zaggy kind of a yes, but it was a yes, Rosa. So it looks like it's good. But I really got to tell you, it's a bit later in the year rather than earlier in the year. That's a fact. Well, I'm enjoying this tonight. Friends, I have been thinking it might be coolio to go live 2 nights a week. My spirit guides seem to work with this really well. Yeah, I'm grateful for that as well, Jennifer. Okay. In fact, you know, I think even people who honestly like Trump should be grateful because it's the end of a, you know, oh, guys, it's not been good, has it really? Let's face it. But Rosa, thank you. You're very welcome. I really wish you the best of luck with that. Keep thinking positive. Keep looking up, Rosa. Keep thinking, yes, this is going to happen, you know. Okay. I'm not saying that on its own is going to make it happen, but it's really going to help. It really is. Julie M, hi. So excited to join live. I'm excited to have you with us, Julie. I really am. Okay. Now then. Oh, Kasana, can I give you... Julie, I would be happy, in fact, anyone listening or watching at all, I'm very happy to pull a card for you, give you a message. We've got ages to go yet, okay? I'm probably going to be here for like another hour before the energy drops. I can fix good energy tonight. So if you want a card, please remind me, okay? I'm not working a system here. I don't have a list of names. I don't have any moderators. I'm going to have to sort that out, actually, because the channel really is growing. But, you know, I'd scroll up and down. But if I miss your name, just remind me and I will come to you. Okay. Now then. Right, Finn, you're in Michigan. Right. Moving west next. That is the place to go. Okay. Julianne, I certainly will. Okay, I'm just going to go back to... Kasana, okay, because I was drawn to Kasana a second ago. Can you give me a message from Jason? And monkeys with hands over their eyes. So you can't look, Kasana, you can't look. Oh no. Don't tell me later. If I have one, I'm happy, chilling, listening. Okay, right. No, I'm coming to you, Kasana, because that's the way I was drawn, okay? Now then, let me just... I've got a big pile of decks on the table. Let me show you my table. Look, there's all my decks and my cups and my scarf and everything. And Jennifer's in Michigan too. See, we're all a big family here, really. That's the energy. We must have some kind of spiritual link, you know. Okay, Kasana, I'm going with the Ascended Masters for some reason. That's the deck I've been told to use. Message from Jason. Message from Jason for Kasana Chance, who is in Clanarth, I believe. I think that's right. It's Clanarth, not Aberarth, isn't it? I get those two mixed up because they're both on the road to Aberystwyth. Now I'm getting hiccups, but that's not a bad sign. Yeah, so I had a big drink of water there. And I've still got hiccups. Message from Jason. He is bringing me 2 cards for you, Kasana. Lanarth, right. Yeah. Where the hill goes down steeply and up again. I was nearly the organist of the church opposite the Lanina once, but it didn't ever happen. Anyway, message from Jason amidst the hiccups. Here we go. Positive change. Pavarotti. Okay. Now, for some reason, Cassandra, I've been feeling like I feel like you've been singing a lot. Don't know why that is. Don't know if that's right. Don't know if it's your heart singing or if you like singing as you walk around the house. Something like that. Maybe even singing in the bath. But I just get this strong feeling that you're singing a lot at the moment. And this, Cassandra, is because your heart, and you're always singing great. That is a real good thing to have in your heart, that singing ability. And that singing, to be of a singing kind of a nature, which is where it's at. You sang his song today. Okay, great acknowledgement of that here then. The first card here anyway, is positive change, Kasana. Okay, and I don't see this being a big change of life all in itself, but the positivity that you express because you always try and keep things positive, is actually working, is actually making a difference, you know. And so positive change is kind of a constant thing. But this card comes up when there is some positive change coming, for sure. Okay, you see the wheel in the background of this card. Think of that as the wheel of fortune, turning and turning and making a difference. So things are... I was told to say it wasn't like really big changes coming for you, but something's changing for the better, most certainly. Second card I got for you is a lovely card, isn't it? Second one I got for you is another great card, actually. Go Now, Serapis Bay. And this card actually came up from this very deck at the first kind of mediumship and cards evening that I ever went to, so I'm really fond of this. Go Now, Kasana. So this is relating to you, and it's relating to the positive change as well. Okay, go now. You've been planning something, possibly a business, possibly something around a healing business, Kasana. Certainly, it's either a business or healing or both of those things together. But go now. It's a bit like the Two of Wands, Kasana, the Two of Swords, rather. You're not going to learn any new information until you actually start making this journey, and it's not going to go badly. Okay, might not go entirely smoothly, but it's not going to go badly. But it's only as you take your first steps with this and actually start making it happen that you're going to really understand the other things that need to come into place. And Spirit are pretty good like that, you know, but sometimes they need to see things happening as well. It's strange that Spirit, I'm sure Spirit can predict the future. They've done it so many times, but sometimes they won't kind of predict it until you've gone along that road a little bit. See what's happened. So hard with my kids and the ex. Yeah, I can imagine. I've been through hell on earth, to be honest, with an ex at one point, Kasana. It's not easy. And it just gets more and more tense because there are children involved, and you know, oh gosh, gets so tricky. But there's a definite well done for you there, actually, Kasana, about all that. Okay, Kathy Miller Stewart. Okay, you've been asking me for a while. I will come to you, Nicola. I really will. By the way, I hope Martina is happy with the reading I sent her the other day, actually, Nicola. God, you never actually know till the person sees it if you've hit the spot, but there seemed to be a lot of guidance around. It seemed to be quite busy. Busy in my head, busy in my sort of psychic mind as it was all going on. But here we go now then. Scroll. Kathy Miller Stewart, does my dad have a message? Okay. Right, I'm being guided to 3 cards now. Okay. Right. Right, Kathy Miller Stewart, I've got to give you these 3 cards, and I've just got to give you them on face value, okay? Card number 1, the Great Wheel. This is pretty much the Wheel of Fortune. This is a kind of a crazy, wacky kind of a tarot deck, this. But they all relate to tarot cards, and this is pretty much the Wheel of Fortune, okay, Kathy? So things are moving for you, most certainly. You probably wish they'd stop moving for you sometimes. Actually, I feel like there's a lot going on, but that's the first one. Next one, 7 of Crystals. And here we see a different kind of wheel. This is more like the wheel of everyday life, the wheel of getting on things. And there's a semicircle of crystals here, Kathy. So what you need to do is complete that circle. And you do that by being in a place of meditation, okay? That never really slows down, what was it? Never really slows down the great wheel of life, which is forever turning, you know? But, I'm glad she loved it, Nicola. I'm delighted with that. Great. But, yeah, just kind of slow down, Kathy. Slow down what's going on in your mind's eye, really, you know. Give it some time of meditation. Just breathe slowly. Slow down your thoughts about it, okay? And then you're going to be able to catch up with things in a way that's more satisfactory to you, really, okay? Card number 3 is this one. It's Reason, okay? And this is what happens, Kathy, when you actually drop down into that place of meditation. Slow your breathing down and just kind of let everything go just as slow as possible in your everyday life to give you that time to think, okay? Because your subconscious mind works with the spirit realms, I'm being told, quite often. And that is going to really, you know, give you the answers you need. And they're saying it's not so much that you're asking for answers. You know the answers will come in time. But you just, you know, this is basically the message, you know, is sure, yes, you're right, the answers will come in time. But, you know, meditate as much as you can to get as close as you can to that place where the answers are flowing and things are working, you know. But things are working for sure. Hello, Sunny Delight. Right, and you're in Canada. Hi to you in Canada. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, yeah, happy birthday. Any messages for me? I'll come to you, Sonny. You might have to remind me, okay? But right now, I'm going to go to Autumn Gypsy. I've got a question. Will my stepdad's estate be settled soon? Okay. I'm being told to use the amethyst pendulum, which I've been training for longer than the other pendulum. But it's still quite a new pendulum to me, this one. I'll bring it up so close so you can see it. Real nice Merkaba pattern pendulum, this. That somebody gave me for Christmas. So, let's get it going. Okay. Let's just remind myself of the question. Will my stepdad's estate be settled soon? Spirit like me to keep looking at the questions. So when I focus on what you type, they really pick up on it in a big way. Autumn Gypsy, I've got a question. Will my stepdad's estate be settled soon? To be honest, not very soon. I hope that's not bad news. I'm sorry, but I got to tell it like it is. It won't be settled really soon, no, but it will be settled, okay? It'll be settled in a favourable way, but you're going to need to kind of go through this year, a lot of this year anyway. I think we're much later in the year before it is actually settled. you know. But right, one of the reasons you're asking me that, Autumn Gypsy, is that there's been no movement on it for quite a while. That's going to be the case for a few more weeks, but it is going to get moving then, okay? Whatever's holding it up at the moment isn't going to hold it up for much longer, okay? That's a fact. And we did get a yes from the pendulum in the end there. So, that's good. They just sold the house. Ah, right. For some reason, things are going to stand still for a while. I don't know if it's the pandemic. That's holding everything up at the moment, isn't it? But yeah, as you go through this year, it is definitely going to be sorted out. Just, keep going on your own for the moment, okay? Don't bank on it happening really soon. It's going to be a little while, okay? Janie, you've been asking for ages. You've been asking for absolutely ages. And Janie, I am going to use a new deck. I've had a go with this deck a few times, but this is the first online reading I've done from this deck. This is the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Loschka. And it's by AGM. Someone got this on Etsy for me. I've never used it before. So, Janie, this is for you, most definitely. Right. I've lost track of whether you actually asked the question, Janie. So, I'm just doing you a card, okay? And it's going to be a tarot card. Let's have a shuffle of these. This is a lovely deck, actually. I'm really looking forward to using this. I really am. Okay. Right, Princess of Wands, Janie. I guess you'd know what that means, probably better than I do. But Princess of Wands, essentially, it's a lot like saying the Knave of Wands, This deck is it's the way this deck is laid out. But Janie, this to me looks like you with your sort of, this kind of, like a cosmic sweatband of some sort. I don't know if, I'm just dropping everything tonight. Never mind, on with the card, Princess of Wands. Something's dividing your energies, Janie, okay? You're being pulled in two directions. They're both important directions for you to, you've got to send your thoughts in both of those directions because there are important things to work out. But the sun is shining on you really clearly. You're looking away from the sun, but you're not looking away from the sun in case it dazzles you. You're not aware, Janie, of how bright the sun is actually shining for you at the moment. Okay, so don't fear taking the time to actually look in both directions. It's a bit like looking left, looking right before you cross the road, or looking right and looking left before you cross the road. Both ways to look are important. There are things for you to deal with in both directions at the moment, and this is in the direction of home life and also in the direction of what you've been trying to manifest in your work life that we've been talking about. Yeah. Now then, I'm just sorry about this. I really don't like disappearing off camera, but that deck just went all over the floor and I want to use it some more now. So I've got to pick it up. It's a new slippery deck, you see. That's what's going on with it. Oh, nearly there. Bear with me, friends. Bear with me. Here we go. Okay, this is the back of the cards, just so you can see it. It's called the Cosmic Tarot. Okay, there is the booklet, which I'll probably never look at again. Here is the box, Cosmic Tarot. It's a real nice one. Hello, Sheila. Big waves to you as well. So, an auspicious day, Sheila. Things have changed. The public have spoken, and spirit have spoken as well, I think. And it's all change in the States, and that's going to mean positive change all over the world, one way or another. Actually, I really think so. Right, Jennifer. No worries. Have I done you a card yet, Jennifer? I can't remember. I really should do you a card because I'm sure you've been asking me. Yeah, Cosmic Tarot, Autumn Gypsy. That's the fella. Okay. All right, let's keep going now. It's Sunny Delight. I was going to do a reading for you. I guess that's what Dell means, Sunny Dell. I was definitely going to do you a card, so I'm going to do you a card now. Okay, guys, if you're waiting for a card and I don't come to you, I'm so sorry. Keep reminding me, and I really will get to you, okay? I really will. Let me see. Mango syrup, it's an excellent day. Yes, I think so. I think it's an auspicious day. I really do. Sunny Delight, okay, for you, I've got this one. It's the Ace of Cups, okay? And it came out the right way up, which is always nice. Always makes things that much less complicated. About your love life, Jennifer, I will come to you next, okay? This one for Sunny Dell, Sunny Delight, I guess. And I'm told that Dell stands for a name as well. But Ace of Cups, right, it's a pretty straightforward card, this one, okay? Cups are all about thoughts, all about desires, things that the mind gets busy with trying to manifest, trying to make things happen, okay? Turn your thoughts towards what it is that you really want, okay, Sunny? That's... I get the feeling you're not you know what you want, but it's more than one thing and it's in more than one direction. Try and focus on one direction, Sonny. That's really the thing to do. Because the energy of the cups, of the Ace of Cups, is alchemical. This is a time when transformational change can happen for you. Just kind of don't split the energy two ways. Right, that's an important one to hang on to. Hope that helps you, Sonny. I'm going to keep moving. We've got plenty of people with us tonight, which is wonderful. Can always do with more people. Great stuff. Jennifer, Moon conjunct Mars and Uranus in Taurus. Yeah, auspicious stuff happening. So where are we? I'm going to come to Arian Sun. Okay, I'm also going to come to you, Julie M. But right, and Kate, I will for you as well. But right this second... Where am I going? Jennifer, yeah, I still haven't done a card for you, have I, Jennifer? Let's go and do a card for Jennifer, because I really want to. For you, Jennifer, I'm using Ask an Angel, which is a lovely deck I've had for a long time. It's quite hard to get hold of this deck now, actually, but it's an angel deck, basically. Okay, so Jennifer Durocher. Here we go. Try and get the card out without actually dropping him on the floor. Time, and it's the angel Micah, and Micah was around in 900 BC, so he really understands the way time goes. Jennifer, honestly don't know if you had a specific question there. Sorry, things are going... I just can't scroll fast enough to keep up with things. I try my best. But Jennifer, what we've got here, 3 ideas coming towards you. And I actually feel you would know what those 3 ideas are at the moment. It's just splitting your energy in 3 different directions again. Okay, but these are very positive ideas. They're represented by pentagram stars, and the significance of the pentagram is always the 4 elements, earth, air, fire, and water, working together with the top element, which is angelic, which is spiritual. And I've got hiccups again. Oh, so annoying. But I've only got hiccups because the energy's good. Okay. But Jennifer, give it time. That's what really matters here. Okay. This is a definite healing colour of green that we've got here. And it's real. So I'm trying to stop the hiccups, guys. It's really bad tonight. Oh. But yeah, we got this colour green here. Very positive kind of feeling I get from it. But I think they've actually used green to show healing in a way, but also to just kind of darken the card and calm the card down. Darkening isn't the right way to talk about it. It's just to sort of moderate the happiness, I suppose, because it's quite a journey for you towards happiness, Jennifer. That's a fact of life. It's going to take time, because as you see these 3 stars coming towards you, these are different considerations. They're good ideas, and they're all good directions to go in, but they're different considerations, so it's going to take time for you to sort it out and work your way through it. But the next card for you, Jennifer, is this one. Okay, this is Amatiel, the angel, and the card is hope. Okay, and I feel this is something to do with children as well. So, Jennifer, raise your hopes about children. Just kind of think positive about them as much as you can. Could be green for growing in your garden. It's certainly green for taking time, though, you know, and it is always the case with gardening that it takes time. It really is. Excuse me. Let me just give you an example. Here is one of my seed potatoes that are growing next to the window. And eventually these little marks here are going to turn into great, huge shoots coming up from the ground with leaves on. And this will turn into about kind of 2 or 3 pounds of potatoes. That's what I'm trying to manifest anyway. So it takes time. It really does take time. And that's a good message for everyone, actually. Not just everyone watching, but everyone in the world. Give things time, okay? We all come here kind of with a plan that comes from above. I know that we choose this plan before we come to this life. I know we sign up to this plan before we come to this life. What actually happens out there in eternity that governs that plan, I really don't know. But we do have this plan. We do have to work with this plan, and we're happier, you know. We're happier when the plan is unfolding and is actually working. Yes, definitely, yes. Definitely something to do with children. So hope for that. Yeah, hope for her. Lovely to have a new granddaughter, actually. So we're always happier when we're in tune with that celestial plan, you know. And because of that, we tend to wish things would happen quicker. But always give it time. We've got our whole lives to get this thing done, whatever it is. In fact, friends, in terms of that divine plan, we have got eternity to get it right. That is the truth. That really is the truth. Okay. Where are we going now? Yeah, you're famous for hiccups, are you? Right, yeah, well, I never used to be, but I'm getting famous for them now. That's the way it's going. Kate Metho, let's do a card for Kate. And for you, Kate, I want to do a chakra card. Oh dear, excuse me. That's where the energy is going. Chakra card. Oh, I'm going to use Charles Sharman's chakra reading cards for Kate. Okay, and just as I'm coming into sort of springtime and summer, spring and summer are the next seasons to happen in the UK. And you're sort of going through autumn now, and, you know, suppose, yeah, it must be kind of autumn and coming on to winter, I guess, for you, Kate. So a less warm, less hot, less happy time. Don't know if you're flooded out, Kate. I'm seriously flooded out here at the moment. Card for you is this one, Soul Star Chakra, Kate, and it's spiritual awakening, right? I feel that and I've known you a couple of years now, Kate. I feel that all that time spiritual development has been happening around you. I'm sure you've actually been through that before. I'm sure you came to this in the first place with spiritual ideas and spiritual beliefs. But Kate, that development is going on and on. It never stops. It can slow down at times and it can feel as if it's stopped, but it really hasn't stopped. Okay, so Kate, I get the impression that you'd be sometimes thinking to yourself, as I sometimes do, you know, I've been given this kind of wonderful this ability to connect then to the wonderful spiritual knowledge. It's available to everyone. Some of us are so lucky that we get that chance to connect to it, you know, and it comes in and it means so much to us. And then it can just go quiet, you know, and we wonder why. Why would they kind of put all that effort, that spiritual energy into kind of getting us working, getting us trained, introducing us to people who teach us, and then it just goes quiet and nothing happens. Things will happen in the future, Kate. I wouldn't like to say how far in the future. It took me from 1987 until about 2011 before what I learned in 1987 really started getting its boots on and making things happen. long time. And I wonder why they could use us when we're younger and instead they use us when we're older. But don't worry about it, okay? As I said to the last person, Kate, we've got eternity to get it right. We really have. So take notice of that spiritual awakening. If you meditate, if you don't meditate, Kate, do meditate, okay? But when you're meditating, focus on this up here. This is the third eye. It's also, this is the soul star chakra, you know. It's out and away from the human body a bit. It's a bit like the Stargate where we, you know, our spiritual minds connect with our physical body. And the two do work together, you know, Kate. We're, and to say this to everyone, those things, those influences always work together because they are kind of part of the same thing, you know. This life we live seems so much separated from the eternal realms, but it's not, you know, that's not the case. That's just the way it seems, you know. Every one of us is like, I probably said this last week, and I apologize if I'm repeating myself. That midsummer just heating up here. Oh, well, that's not such a bad thing then. Good. Right. Thank you very much, Kate. Yeah, well, run with that one. But yeah, when someone dies, right, what happens is that the soul of that person is like the facet of a diamond, which is the main soul in the afterlife. And that facet will always be there. So when your time comes, you will see that person again for sure in the afterlife. That's always how it goes. The other side of that, though, is that when people do reincarnate, it's another facet of the diamond. Okay, and there are many diamonds up there. Part and parcel of every one of us is actually, we're here in this world, part of us is still in eternity. We are our own spirit guides some of the time as well. That's a fact. So stay focused on that. Kasana, sometimes my reality feels like an illusion. I can relate to that. I really can. Yeah, and yes, Jennifer, if not this life, then the next. Yeah, there is, because there is always, you know, somehow there's always time. The earth is actually an eternal thing. We only get to live on it for a short time. Excuse me. But that soul reincarnates and we come back and we get to keep living the dream and still having things happening and working. Kathy Persons, my mum passed when I was 5. Does she have a message for me? Okay. Right. I'm sure she has. Okay, I'm sure she has. I'm just not sure what it is yet. I'm slowly tuning in. Where are we? Kathy Persons. Okay. Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Kathy. She is close around you and always has been. She's shining a lot of light. I can see light actually all around you. And I can see you as really quite a light person, quite a light soul, you know, have divine light in you and around you, Kathy. But sometimes you kind of, it's as if you kind of cloak yourself in darkness sometimes, as if you kind of can't believe that good things are happening for you. They will, okay? We're not quite there yet. And I've asked, you know, about for your mother to actually come in with this. I'm reading it from a card. I'm sure she's guided my hand. What we've got for you, Kathy, share your voice, come out of the cave. Okay. It also says persecution and expression. Now, I do feel that there's sort of I don't like to use the word darkness unless I mean evil, and I don't mean evil here. But it's as if you kind of can't let your light shine for some reason. Okay, you're gonna have to kind of get the attitude, if you possibly can, Kathy, of don't dim to fit in, whatever you do, because you've got some wonderful ideas, right? And you've got things to talk about, things you can say. I'll bring this card up real close. Now, this character is sitting in a cave, Kathy, and I feel she's you. She's looking out on the universe and seeing the pyramids and seeing the sea and all the stars and all the beauty of what's going on in the universe are out there happening, as if they're happening outside of this lady in the card. But what she needs to do is share her voice Okay, so I do feel sure that there'd be something you need to tell someone, Kathy. Go ahead and say it. If you're not sure what it is, do some meditation or just spend some time really thinking, in fact, sometimes it's good not to try and think of anything, just to see what thoughts come to you. That would be a great thing for you to do. Look up at the stars at night if you're in part of the world where the light pollution will allow. I know that's difficult, but I believe even in Los Angeles you can see 2 or 3 stars up there, if not more than that. I mentioned that in BoJack Horseman that I was watching on Netflix the other day. But yeah, somewhere there's some light, Kathy. No matter how dark the skies get, somewhere there's some light. And there's light in you. And you need to activate that light, actually get it working. So meditate, take a walk, or, something where you can be quiet. That's the most important thing. And whatever inspiration comes to you, Kathy, actually go with that. Actually make it happen. And don't be afraid to talk to other people about it. A medium told me my granddaughter was the reincarnation of my late husband. Well, there's nothing wrong with that at all, Kathy. But what I was just saying a second ago really is worth thinking about here. Every incarnation is like a facet of a diamond, and that diamond lives on in eternity. That is the main soul, okay? And so when your late husband passed, as he's reincarnated, it's another facet of the diamond. So the answer's yes, okay, but if it sometimes seems to you that that might not be the case, it is only because it's a different facet of that soul diamond that was your late husband. Let me look at what you've written again. Yeah, I don't want to just say what I think, okay, because what I'm doing here is spirit communication. The answer to that is yes. Now, I don't know. Possibly this is musical, okay? I feel that your late husband had some kind of musical association that you would actually see in your granddaughter. What I'm actually being told is that she has some skill, some gift that your late husband had, and that would be a sign for you to really kind of big up your faith that that is actually true, and that's what's been happening. I think it's a musical association. That's what I want to say. I really think it's a musical association. Either she likes music like the music he liked, or something artistic. I really feel it's musical. I really do. Okay, I really hope that's helped you on some level. Okay, I'm going to keep on moving. Keep on moving. Right, Beverly Spencer, am I on my path? My spirit guide shows me. Well, if your spirit guide shows it to you, then yes is the answer, okay? And that word yes came to me very strongly as I read your question. So I'm sure that the answer is yes. This is for Beverly. Yeah, Beverly, basically you're walking in the light, and it's the light of truth. But and this isn't but in a bad way, this is but in a different way. You're going to have a choice, Beverly. That's the bottom line. You're going to have a choice. Now, you're already kind of, it's like a fork in the road. You could go one way or the other way. You're tending more towards one way than the other. Go, follow your heart. Go with the thing that you're leaning towards, Beverly, because you're leaning towards that because you're drawn to it for a reason. Okay, and that is, as well as your spirit guides being involved there, Beverly, that's something that's been that's part of the eternal plan for your soul. And like I said to everyone else earlier tonight, we have got eternity to get this right. So don't panic. Just keep going. Follow your heart. Go the way you want to go. Okay, because your heart is really where it's at. I'm going to do 50 Shades of Purple against bullying. Yes, 50 Shades. I hate bullying. I've been through bullying. Not nice. Any messages from my spirit guides? This one, and then I'm going to Nicola after this one. Okay, right, we've got 2 cards here. First one is the 7 of Cups, good magical number, and this is for Oh, they always disappear. Wish I wouldn't disappear. 50 Shades of Purple. This is the first card for you, okay? 7 of Cups. Good things happening, okay? This is your desires manifesting into reality. So much, so good for this chap that he's kind of bowing down and giving thanks, okay? So there is manifestation there in a big way for you, 50 Shades. The other card I got, I've now dropped on the floor and I can't see it anywhere, but it was the Empress, okay? So that means that there's a season for everything, okay? And you've got to make the most of the seasons. And this 7 of Cups manifestation is going to come to you with the seasons. Just keep on keeping on with life as you've actually got it at the moment, 50 Shades. All right, you're on the right path to this. As you put 4 green hearts there, you know, you are 4 square about it. It's a 4 square situation. It is actually going to happen for you, okay? Not immediately, though. Something seasonal about it, but just keep on going with the flow. It's looking really good. Cups are always about, you know, the heart's desire, and it's looking really, really good for that. Okie dokie. So that's 50 Shades. I'm going to go to Nicola now. Are you still there, Nicola? Let me know if you're still here. I'm going to do you this message anyway. And I'll remember that I went to this at 75 minutes, 53 seconds. So if you're not here at the moment, you are here, great. Okay, that is really, really good news. Okay, well, couldn't be a better card than this, Nicola. This is the Magician. You're very welcome, 50 Shades. Really, you know, I'm thinking I might do 2 lives a week so I can spend a bit more time with people because I tend to rush through it. But Beverly, yeah, I'm glad that's helped too. I really am. Okay, let's focus in now on Nicola. Nicola Quinta. Okay, the Magician is here. Now, in a reading I did for you a long time ago, Nicola, I was talking about resin incenses, and that was symbolic, really, of kind of going beyond the most ordinary magical practices. In other words, it's quite easy to buy an incense stick, a joss stick, and burn it. And I've got marks all over my room from where I burn joss sticks. But when you go into resin incenses, you're taking that extra step. You're making that extra effort, spending a bit more money, putting a bit more energy into it, okay? And because that's been your habit for a long time, Nicola, manifestation is working for you in a big way because the Magician is here. And this is, you know, card number 1 in the Major Arcana, obviously, because you've got all the energy you need, you've got all the tools you need, you've got the magic, in other words, at your disposal to actually keep moving forward and actually keep making things happen. You make your own incense, right? So, I mean, that's great, but it's taken you somewhere, Nicola. This is the thing, okay? This is big progress for you. See, we got the beams of light coming out of this guy's eyes here. Let me look a bit more closely. And we've got a figure of 8. And what are you seeing with his worldly eyes? And this is obviously spiritual vision. Is tying up closely with eternity because that's where it's all pointing to. So I've got hiccups again. So, yeah, there's a journey, Nicola, okay? I know you've been kind of dedicated to this for a long time, but there is a new... It's not entirely new. There's like a new leg of the journey starting up. You're going places. And I believe it would be important for you to actually travel in a way that's all banned at the moment from UK, Nicola, to actually get the next leg of this journey to happen. But it is going to happen. Okay, I think we're looking at later this year. I think if it wasn't for all the restrictions, it'd be happening now. But we're born into these lives at the time we're born. It's all orchestrated, you know, whoever it is in the spirit realms that allows us to incarnate on the day we do. And so it'll fit in with the star patterns, with the birth chart and everything. The hiccups are really bad. The hiccups are so bad, I can't remember what I was saying before the hiccups. So annoying, excuse me. But yeah, the Magician, great card to get, Nicola, but it really is the beginning of a new lease of life. This is a good idea, okay? This is an idea you've been thinking about. This is somewhere where you want to focus your love, you know? Focus your love of life, focus your magic. This is where you actually want to put your focus. You're just not sure if it's going to work out. But, you know, it will, because it's very genuine what's coming from you, Nicola. Just focus that on what you want to have, okay? And you've got all the tools you need. So, essentially, it's a yes. It really is. Okay. You've been burning more lately. I've been burning loads of it lately, Jennifer. It's the only thing to do. It really is. Okay. Hi, Julie M. Right, someone's asked me about 10 times and I can't see it. But Sandra Daly, a card for you. A card, please, for Sandra Daly. On this occasion, we're going to have Keepers of the Light. You coming up, Puss? I hope my cat's going to jump up while I'm doing this. Okay. I got really bad hiccups, Sandra Daly. Okay. Now, there is a thing. The last thing I said to Nicola in the last message was that it's a yes. And the first card that I've got for you, Sandra Daly, Lord Ganesh, Infinite Abundance. Okay, and Ganesh is always saying yes. So, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. That's for you, Sandra Daly. It's got yes written all over it. So whatever you've been asking yourself, asking your guides, asking spirit, it's a yes to that, okay? But obstacles are being removed. So if it seems like an impossible yes, it isn't impossible. It's going to be okay. The other thing we got with that, Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Sandra Daly, I'll give it to you just like that. But the infinite abundance there is with divine order. This is all the way things are meant to be. So I think things are falling into place. In fact, I'm sure things are falling into place for you, Sandra Daly. Arian's son, I'm coming to you now. Spirits or ancestors have any messages for me? Okay. Wow. Are you in a drumming circle or anything like that? The first vision that I got there was like people drumming, and it really is in ancient times. Yeah, there's a lot of ancient energy around you, actually. There really is. Sometimes, Aaron's son, you think that maybe you're being too superficial in your life. You take everything spiritually very seriously. I can see that, actually, but this is what's coming to me. You do take it seriously, and you do make the most of it. I think you sometimes wonder, are you really making the most of everything that comes to you and the spiritual opportunities that are in front of you? And in fact, just everyday life opportunities as well. But it's all spiritual, yeah, Aaron, son. It's all part of the plan, okay? And it's good to be light-hearted about it sometimes. There's a massive amount of energy. I think you've lived many, many lives. You know, I think we've all lived many, many lives. But you've lived a whole lot of lives, Aaron, son. You're a really old soul. And there's a lot of spiritual energy, a lot of people in the cosmic realms who want to help you. Just a minute. Guys, the cat wants to go out. I'm going to have a mess if I don't let her out. 1 second. Talk among yourselves. Okay, baby. There you go. Right, sorry about that. Cool. Just blows the energy when I stand up. No, it doesn't. It all comes back again. But I just had to let my cat... That's Marcy, the black and white cat that meows at the end of my videos. You're laughing at me with my hiccups. I'm glad. Right. Oh, Julia, I'm sorry I never came to you, my friend. I'll be live again very soon. In the next 2 or 3 days, I want to. All depends on the internet, as I was so rudely reminded last night. but I want to go more than one night a week, okay? And that way I can give people a bit more time, I believe. But that was for Arian's son. Okay, then Nicola, Jennifer, Kasana, Salma. Okay, just scrolling, looking for people I've forgotten or missed or something. If you're still here and I haven't done a card for you yet, let me know. But Celtic Tarot Sheila, a card is coming up for you. And Sheila, I want to thank you. A lot of people have joined in the last week or so and said that it's from your recommendation, Sheila. So I'm really, really delighted actually about that. It's wonderful. It really helps, you know, and I really appreciate it. Kind of makes me feel appreciated as well. Card for you, Sheila. Okay, yes, indeed. Give me Gemini, Sag, Gemini. Right, well, what we've got here is an Ankh. Okay, and the card is Isis, and it's magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So, where are we going with this? Sheila. This is a bit like work-life balance, but really it's day job spirituality balance. Okay, whatever's going on in your day job at the moment, Sheila, you are actually being quite strongly helpful spiritually. You're bringing a good energy to the place. You're bringing a calming energy to the place. And you're allowing people to kind of laugh out loud a bit at things sometimes as well. You've got a good way of kind of, this is particularly at work, this is really appreciated that you do this at work. This in a lot of ways is why work has been changing. It's, you know, the guides want to have you in a particular place at a particular time. But your spiritual work that you do on YouTube, in fact, and on the internet, they really want you to keep doing that as well, you know, and that is going to grow. That is actually going to be able to become the main thing in your life, Sheila, as you go forward. It's what you've been wanting. It's what you've been hoping for. But still in the work situation, you're doing a lot of good. And you're doing more good than you actually know, Sheila, okay? There's one person in particular that you've been like a shoulder to cry on for. I feel since Christmas, maybe just in the last week. This is recent, you know. And you've done more good than you know. That person, that person, Sheila, excuse me, will turn around and thank you quite soon. It might feel like you haven't really helped at all. She's in a situation that's really quite difficult to find any instant answers to, you know. But you really have hit the spot with this lady. It's a lady that you work with at work. You've been a shoulder to cry and you've hit the spot. There's a lot of gratitude there for you in the spirit realms as well. But magic manifesting, you know, that really is the message here. And it's Isis, amazing Roman deity. I've got hiccups now, I've got a sore throat. But you see the two bull horns at the top here? Yeah, like two bull's horns coming out of her headdress there. That's why you can work in two directions. That's why you can be a day job person and an amazing psychic and medium at the same time. But you are using your gifts at work, Sheila. It's important to hang on to that one. Okay. Next card for you, and I'll be really quick with this one actually, because it's time to keep on moving, I think. Kalimar, facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, so we'll put that hand in hand with the last card we got for you, Sheila. There really are two sides to your mission, like the two horns in Isis's headdress there, and they are both playing out. So if you're trying to manifest things one way or another, don't worry about that. As I've kept saying tonight, we've got eternity to get it right. I really should put that in the title of a video. Maybe that'll be my next upload about having eternity to get it right, because it's important to remember that. Okay, skulls on this card too, Sheila. Okay, this is death of the old self, birth of the new. Not really massive changes in terms of your everyday life, but massive changes in what's actually going on for you in that life. And you really are going places. You're very welcome, Sheila. Thank you for bringing your energy to this. Great energy. I think a lot of you actually know Sheila already. But if you're a friend of mine who hasn't met Sheila yet, Look at that channel, Celtic Tarot Sheila. There's good energy there. There really is. That's all I can say for sure. Because it's such a good energy is almost a random thing, but it is always, you know, a good thing. Sunny Delight joined on the recommendation of Celtic. Yeah, she is a beautiful soul. I agree. Jackie Medley, can I get a card? Most certainly you can, Jackie. Here we go. Now then. Messages from your animal spirit guides. This is where I am going for Jackie Medley. Okay, just got to focus on your name there as I get them out. Okay. So Jackie Medley, there is something on your mind. You're hoping for guidance on a particular thing. And I've just been told to use my pendulum as well as the card when we get to it. What is the card? Meerkat, Jackie Medley. Meerkat, okay. Now this is an amazing deck, by the way. It's by Stephen Farmer. To Doreen Virtue at one point. Meerkat, get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Jackie Medley. Okay, now the meerkat is standing up and looking around for the very good reason that there are new things to see. And meerkats always see them because they naturally stand up and look around like that. You really need to be looking around at the moment for something new because there's a new influence coming into your life, Jackie. Great upliftment for you as well. This is going to actually lift your heart and mind. You'll be in a happier place very soon in your mind, you know, with your thoughts and feelings. But get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Really important to do that, okay? We all have a soul family. As we're all sent to this earth with a mission, we all have a soul family, people we got to turn to, you know, as much as possible, because that's the way it works. Okay, and I was also told, Jackie Medley, to use my pendulum, give you a yes or a no to a question. You don't have to tell me what the question is. The guides know. Right, on the energetic side of it, it's a no. Okay, there's no bad energies, no negative energies getting in the way. And I'm told that's answered your question. Oh, that's positive for you, Jackie. I really do. But it's a very positive card to draw, Meerkat. It really is. Okay, but it just means you've got to stand up, kind of put your head above the parapet, have a look round. No one's going to shoot your head off, Jackie. That's the thing to remember. Okie dokie. Let's just keep going. Images, I will come to you in a second. I'm just having a quick scroll here, looking for people I might have missed. Guys, I'm sorry you have to remind me so much to pull cards and do readings for you, actually, because I should have some kind of list, but I'm doing this on a mobile phone, and these things, they just keep disappearing before I can see them. So images, what are you asking? Can I ask? Yes, you can. What do the cards want to tell me? Very wise question. I like your energy too, images. I get a feeling of seeing people's writing on the screen. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like I do as well, because the realms were straight in there. Right, this is going to be more than one card for you, images, okay? And it's actually going to be more than one deck as well, at least two. First card I've got for you, images. It says penguin, okay? It's an animal card. Right. Now then, okay, images, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. And images, you'd be aware of that period of darkness, you know, just less happy times, really. That is passing, that is moving on, and you've done a lot of good. This is the message coming to me now. You've done a lot of good, actually for yourself, but through working on yourself, you'll be helping other people as well. That's what I'm being told. And you've always kind of tried to put a pink filter, a higher heart chakra, pink filter of love on things to make things not just good for you, but good for other people. Because you wouldn't actually be happy only doing things for yourself. And you would also understand that when we do things for ourselves in the best frame of mind, that we not that you would want to avoid it, but we can't avoid helping other people when we're in that frame of mind. Second card for you, images. Okay. Yes, it is lovely, actually, loose herbs and spices. I've got some incense from a website. It's a UK website called Phoenix Flames, Fenix, and I really recommend them. Phoenix Flames, lovely blended incenses. Angela Barker on Facebook can link you to them. I try to love people, but it never pays off well. And yes, love is very powerful. Next card I've actually got for you, images, is this one. And it's completion. And the angel is Azrael. And it's completion. And this is it, okay? Love, you know, helps other people, but it doesn't pay off in your life exactly right. But it is building you up smarty points with the heavens all the time. And you are going to get yours. You know, your goodness, your love, it is actually going to pay off if you just keep on putting it out, okay? Because this lady here, she's got these stars around her head everywhere, and this star here, pentagrams all over the place, and that is, you know, it's all about things coming together. So it is going to come together for you. It is actually going to work out. There's something, images, that you're really you've been pouring your heart into lately. This is where I'm seeing the higher heart chakra pink coming from. You've poured and poured and poured energy into that. It's going to be right, okay? You are really strongly moving towards completion, and that completion won't be complete, the spirit world is telling me, unless you get something for yourself. You have exams. RN, does that mean registered nurse? I don't know. I'm not altogether up with people's abbreviations and stuff. Things are going to be paying off for you, though. Okay, they really are going to. Okay. Close, you're a doctor. Ah, okay. Well, then, you know, yeah, that's being a doctor. You have to put out so much work before you actually get that doctorate, before you can even really help other people to your full capacity. But no, it's going to be working for you. It's going to be really working in your favor. Yeah, sure. Well, that's why it's taken a long time then. I'm sure. I'm really sure. Okay. Lots of love for you in the spirit realm, though. Okay. I think you must be a doctor with a very good heart, and in your heart of hearts, it's gonna be working. Well, that's love was really what I felt when I drew that card about completion, images. Actually, it really was. But let me. I'm going to draw a card for you now. Focused on the idea of love. Okay, Kiwi. Do a walking meditation every day for the next week. Okay, this is romantic love. Okay, it's going to be something that. I think you already know the person. I think it's someone you're hoping it's going to be. Okay, images, but this is telling you go out. It says take a walk every day for the next week. You don't have to take that literally, but if I were you, I would, because it's quite a good thing to do. Not easy for people to go out and walk around a lot at the moment anyway, I know. But this is something's going to develop when you're out and about. Don't just sit and wait for it to come to you, okay? Love is trying to come to you, romantic love. It really is. Next card for you is this one, rather nice. Unicorn. Okay, so that shows that the magic is there waiting to happen, that it's going to happen. Indulge your creative, imaginative and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Okay, I'm going to give you that with the love of spirit images, and I'm going to keep moving. Time's moving on now, okay? I do get a bit worn out after about an hour and a half. And it's mad. I could walk 10 miles, you know, quite easily right now. Touch wood, I don't have to because I'm in my house. But the spiritual energy, as they're feeding me superhuman knowledge, and I'm trying to make the best of it. So I kind of draw things to a close around this time. So you're very welcome, images. I only wish I could tell you more, but you're going to know more soon, very soon. It's waiting in the wings. That completion, you know, it's going to complete your circle of life. Is just going to feel that much more complete. It really is. Now then, is there anybody that I have missed well, I know there's loads of people I've missed actually. And I will be back sometime in the next couple of... I'm really going to try and do this soon. I've been talking to my spirit guides, and what they're coming up with is that it's really positive for me to do these live videos because I can work directly with people rather than pulling 5 cards for 50 or 60 people. And I'm going to keep doing those, actually. I'm going to keep doing those as well. The uploads will be coming. There'll be one tomorrow for sure. But yeah, more lives. The spirit guides love it. I love it. I like the way it's going. Okay. Right, I will take your question, Images. Not like a reading question. What is your specific question? I will do my best with it. Have a blessed evening too, Beverly. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks, everyone. I'm not going just yet. I'm going to try this specific question before I go, okay? So type in that specific question, and while I'm waiting for it, I'm going to pull a card for everyone who's here, okay? This card is for absolutely everyone who's here before everyone goes home. And this card is, I'm just going to cut the deck and pull one out. Sage of Flames, okay? This is for everyone watching tonight, or everyone who's watching in the future as well. It's for everyone watching this video or this live, whichever it is for you. Sage of Flames looks like Shiva here with all the arms, all the hands sticking out, fire everywhere. Guys, you can achieve so much more than you think you can. Okay, and this is for absolutely everyone. And I know some of you know that you can achieve more than you ever could, even in your wildest dreams, with the help of spirit. But this is a reminder of that, because it's true for every human soul, there's an eternal soul. And that is how it's working. Okay? Yeah, love to all. Jennifer, love to you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I've enjoyed this session, guys. So do look out for a new one. Now then. I love seeing you guys too, Adrian. I really do. Well, Images, I'm going to say no, it's not a stupid idea. It's often seems like a stupid idea in this world because people very often don't actually kind of act in gratitude, but the universe always does, okay? The universe really, really responds to every good thing you do, Images. Sometimes people act like thinking with your heart more than logic. Well, I don't think so. You know, they've discovered cells in the human heart that are capable of thought. So we just don't know the whole picture of that, physically speaking. But I know the universe rewards every good thing that any of us ever try to do. And I know you're putting a lot of good out there, Images. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Salma. The loser is actually the winner, most certainly. But, you know, that's only one angle on losing. What deck is that? This is the Syrian Starseed Tarot. It's been around for quite a long time. I think someone gave it to me at Christmas. I'm the 3rd owner of this deck, and I'm the first one to start doing readings with it, as far as I know. Didn't suit everyone. You need massive hands to shuffle it as well. They're huge cards, they really are. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Do please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this one. Do leave me a comment as well. This video will be live on YouTube within minutes. Okay, YouTube sort of records it as we go. The live chat replay won't be there till tomorrow. It just never is. I don't know why. It seems to take about 12 hours for the live chat replay to appear, but it does appear in the end. If anybody would like to kind of buy me a coffee or buy the channel a coffee, my coffee page is ko-fi.com/Andy's Readings. Okay, please visit that, see some images of my life, see what's going on there, excuse me, and you don't have to buy me a coffee, it's just one of the things you could do there, so great idea. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, it really makes a difference. Meanwhile, I will be back very soon, next few days, okay, so I'm going to say thanks everyone for coming, sending you all lots of love. I know you guys send love to each other and to me. I can feel it. That's wonderful. You know, keep up with the love, keep the love going. That's what it's all about. And I'll see you again very, very soon. You're all awesome. You really are. Mwah. Take care of yourselves then. Love, light, blessings, and peace.